This meditation has been requested by Lovely Life. It is a meditation to attract a relationship using the Isn't It Wonderful technique. So get comfortable sitting or laying down in your favorite position and close down your eyes. And just start to become aware of your inside self, how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. And just become aware of your breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. So now we are going to dive into this meditation of Isn't It Wonderful to attract a relationship. So just follow along, mentally repeating the sentences silently with your imaginal voice. And if you would like to, you can imagine the sentences written in white on the black screen of your mind. Isn't it wonderful to feel more and more secure? Isn't it wonderful to feel loved and wanted and connected? Isn't it wonderful to know that as I work on my self-love, and the more loved I feel, the more love comes to me? Isn't it wonderful to think about being on the couch with a person that is exactly what I want? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful that my self-love is now reflected back to me? Isn't it wonderful that I'm now attracting my meaningful, loving relationship? Isn't it wonderful that I feel cherished and fulfilled? Isn't it wonderful to feel secure? I love feeling secure. Isn't it wonderful to trust life and to trust that what I desire can come to me? Isn't it wonderful to know that love just comes easily to me now? There's nothing I have to do. There's nowhere I have to go. All I need to do is be in a state of love. I am love. I am love. I am loved. I am loved. And I am lovable. And I am lovable. I am now in a allowing, relaxed, and giving state. Isn't it wonderful? I am now in an allowing, relaxed, and giving state. Isn't it wonderful to know that as I love myself more, I attract the most beautiful relationship that I want? Isn't it wonderful to know that as I love myself more, I attract the most wonderful relationship that I want? Isn't it wonderful that the more peace I feel within, the better things work out? Isn't it wonderful that my self-love is reflected back to me? Isn't it wonderful? I truly know my soulmate comes effortlessly. Isn't it wonderful? Just thinking about enjoying the time we spend together. Isn't it wonderful to know that I'm attracting more love and affection? Isn't it wonderful to know that the person I am with makes time for both of us? Isn't it wonderful to know that they also put effort into this relationship? Isn't it wonderful to feel joyful whether I'm alone or with somebody? I love being alone, and I also love being with my partner. I love feeling secure. I love feeling self-assured. I love feeling content. I love feeling happy. I love. Oh, I love these states of being. They make me feel so good. Isn't it wonderful that I feel them more and more often than I ever did? Isn't it wonderful that as I practice this, my life just gets better and better. My life is a reflection of what I think about myself, about them, about men, about women, about relationships, about life. Oh, isn't it wonderful to trust life? Isn't it wonderful to let go of stress? Isn't it wonderful to feel at peace? Oh, to feel at peace with myself, to feel at peace with relationships, to feel at peace with who I am. Isn't it wonderful to accept my emotions, to accept that I have great days and days that aren't so great, that it is all a part of being human? Isn't it wonderful to be human? Isn't it wonderful to stop the criticism of the self? Isn't it wonderful to be? Isn't it wonderful to have an afternoon sleep because I can? Isn't it wonderful to be someone who takes care of themselves, that I no longer seek someone else to take care of me? And when I do that, I am supported. Isn't it wonderful to feel the support when I don't need it? Isn't it wonderful to feel love when I don't need it? Isn't it wonderful to feel at peace because I know how to control my mind, to direct my mind? Isn't it wonderful to be someone who understands the importance of self-love, that is the key to the greatest relationships of all? The better my self-love, the better I feel, the better I feel, the better it gets, the more people want to be around me, and the more people are around me, the more I know that I'm doing a great job with my self-love. Isn't it wonderful to let people off the hook? Isn't it wonderful that no one has to love me? Isn't it wonderful that I do it for myself, and that is the greatest gift that I give to them? Isn't it wonderful to set people free? Isn't it wonderful to feel free emotionally? I am free. I am free of people having to love me, of demanding love, of trying to get love, of over-contacting, of not being in a comfortable emotional state. Isn't it wonderful that I can let all that go and be the wonderful being that I know that I am at the core of me? Isn't it wonderful to finally understand one of the greatest secrets of life, which is that love was never out there. It was always within me. And now that I practice activating it, feeling it, sitting in meditation, affirming it, that I am no longer a burden on those around me, and that not only do I stop trying to get from them, but I actually have something to give them. I give them my presence, I give them my calmness, I give them my peace. Isn't it wonderful that I give them that today? I feel so proud of myself for understanding this. Isn't it wonderful that I am getting to be someone who understands one of the greatest learnings of all, that I am love. I don't need to seek it. I don't need to try and control it, manipulate it, make it happen by a certain day, demand it, intend it, all of that stuff. I let it go because I know that I am the source of that which I have sought for so many years. And I let go of the seeking. Isn't it wonderful to let go of the seeking and just be in the feeling of love, and to be able to give that to a wonderful relationship with someone very special who matches me, who understands this too. Two mature people, two emotionally mature people. Isn't it wonderful to have a relationship where I am mature and I understand that the other person isn't just there for me? They weren't just put on the planet for me. They weren't just put on the planet to love me. That I am finally understanding that I am love, and that I can give to them. Firstly to myself, to generate it for myself, and then to give it to them. It feels so good to be this person now. Isn't it wonderful to be someone who smothers and suffocates people with freedom? Isn't it wonderful to be someone who just is relaxed to be around? Isn't it wonderful to be the person who is peaceful and doesn't need anything? Isn't it wonderful to not be offended by everything that someone doesn't do, or doesn't do what I think they should do, that I let all that go, it doesn't matter anymore, I am love? Isn't it wonderful to know that? It is so wonderful to know that. And now I'm going to really remind myself of that every single day. That I no longer seek anything. I just become through remembering. Isn't it wonderful that I am love? And just breathe that in and breathe it out, and breathe it in and breathe it out, and breathe it in and breathe it out. Oh, it is a delicious place to be, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it wonderful to feel the freedom of no longer needing love from somebody? So the new relationship can come in. The new relationship with an ex, with a specific person, or someone totally brand new. It matters not which way you go around the circle, as long as you are feeling it deeply at the base of it all. So now, for today, that is enough. Hold on to that feeling of power, that feeling of love, that feeling of this is who I am, and take it with you into your day, into your night, or into your sleep. And listen to this regularly to reactivate it within yourself, and watch what falls at your feet.